Welcome to the stream, everybody. Give me just a moment here. We're getting set up. All right, everybody, we're officially set up here. BHOP taking on Victorium, map 1. BHOP off to a significant lead here, up by 5. Beaky just got some kind of ridiculous clutch right as I was getting into the Go TV there, so we might have to run it back and get a clip of that, a replay if possible. I do apologize for the slight delay. This stream was, or this match rather, was going to be covered by the ESL CSGO B stream, but that got canceled, so I hopped in here as quickly as I could. That's the reason that you guys missed some of these early rounds. With that said, still a lot of Counter-Strike to be played here on map 1. Victorium does still have several opportunities to come back here on Dust2. They are on a full buy this round. Eris with an interesting choice of weaponry this round, has the P90 in hand. Silas about to make contact here at mid. He's boosted. Dark Box does get one there in mid, but the trades go out. Victorium actually clearing towards mid in the B side. It's only Beaky anchoring B now. Kills one in tunnel. Able to drop Drew as he falls out of the window. Beaky switching to his sidearm. Not able to kill Solgo, but Swan taking care of Sluggy in mid. He hears that bomb being planted to the B side. It's a fake! And Solgo's got no health. Swan missing a few USP shots there, but does clinch the victory. And apparently, Beaky's been having quite a game thus far, leading the server with 15 kills. That is what we expect from the double rank S All-Star. Swan. She'll stop at long. Drew able to kill one at long as well. Sluggy stops Eris from pushing up middle. And Swan still getting aggressive here at mid. Kills two more towards long. BHOP with the man advantage. They were on another, well, actually, no. Now they're on a double op setup. We're not on an initial double op at the beginning of the round, but BK does have one in hand now. And Drew's time is probably limited over here at long. He is moving back towards those long doors, but BK prepared close range, gonna down him with the AWP. Nice little 3K from Swan that round with the op. We'll see if BK holds on to the op, or if he's gonna pass that off to someone else. Victorium is on another majority buy here. 3 AKs of Galil. Tomek having to settle for a Desert Eagle. Apparently my neighbor's dogs wanted to start barking just as Victorium starts pushing towards Catwalk. Victorium still grouped up on Cat. C4 still on Cat. It's 4 Cat, 1 lurking over in the B tunnel for Victorium. I'll go calm those neighbors' dogs at the end of the round if needed, guys. Stick with us. And no one's been down yet at the A side. Victorium still advancing past platform. They are going to plant for Catwalk. And BHOP going to have to go for the full retake here. They're still on double ops. Silas, perfect lineup there on ramp, and then Beaky peeking inside, drops 1, gets another off the repeat. With that op, Silas eventually killing Isaac in the platform pocket, and BHOP essentially looking flawless here thus far, now up by 8. Beaky still running that op, which is a little bit uncharacteristic of him. He'd normally still be on an A1S here at the moment. Tomek. Nice pick down the murder alley. Oh! And almost some team kill action there at mid. It's a trade of op kills at middle. Beaky will go down. Drew leading the way out. The double doors for Victorium, and they should be able to close this out. Sluggy able to further clear the B site there. Silas just gonna have to fall back towards A with his AK. Victorium able to get a much needed second round for themselves here. This was actually Victorium's map pick. BHOP prefer to go for map 2. If this does go to a decider, we'll be headed to Inferno. There is still time for Victorium to come back here. BHOP are the favorites in this best of 3. I am somewhat leaning towards them taking this series in 2 maps, but it's never a guarantee. And I'm not just saying that because of my my bias here for BHOP. They actually have been significantly improving the past couple months. Swan, clean pick there near the B tunnel. Right there at the bottom of Spiral. Soulgoat still lurking there. Swan still has an eye on it from Cat. Soulgoat needs to be careful. He still tags Swan down to 42. Victorium still taking their time here. They still do have a lot of options. It's still a man advantage for BHOP. Looks like Victorium is grouping up towards B. And they are going to have to clear Brett out of the secret pocket there. Don't know if they're going to have that intuition upon entering the site, or if they're even going to have time. Brett might just pop out after a flashbang here. We're about to find out in a second. Solgo leading the way into the B site. Brett, he's prepared for it, and they didn't clear the secret pocket. Brett got it down too. Sluggy eventually able to get redemption, kills another in the site. Great awareness there from Sluggy to keep his team in this one. It could have already been over here at the B side. Isaac does get bomb planted next to the B platform. BHOP still with the man advantage as they look to retake. 2 moving into the B tunnel, 1 still lurking in CT mid. What is going to play out here? How is this going to unravel? The smoke is down there in the B tunnel, but Eris leading the way through it. Swan right behind him, but Sluggy going to kill 2 more. He might get the ash, and he does. Huge play from Sluggy. Shout out to the homeboys. Slug used to be on GGPR when I was still with them as well. And it's great to see the progression he's made. He's had to jump around throughout a few teams since those GGPR days, but seems to be finding his footing here once again with this Victorium squad. BHOP, a rare eco round, if not their first of the entire game. Atomic there, head stacked in Murder Alley. Able to drop 1 in mid. Beaky tagged low as well. This is, as mentioned, a full save here for BHOP. Tagged low at long as well. You're able to finish off Silas there. Long Sluggy peeking towards the CT spawn. It looks like Victorium will finish up this round without too much hesitation there. I do apologize if there was a bit of lag on the stream there a moment ago. It looks like things have been smoothed out. We head into round 14 with Victorium gaining momentum. And if you're BHOP, you're definitely not comfortable here. I know you're up by 5, but we've seen so many comebacks in Challenger League this season against a lot of talented squads, including BHOP. And so they know that they don't want to let any simple mistakes slide here, or occur rather. I know this BHOP team is very, very serious about progressing to the next level, the next tier. Able to tag Drew there at long. Does end up killing him at the end of cross there through the smoke. Brett, meanwhile, he's got the info over here at the B site. Sluggy watching his flank there in tunnels. Does headshot Swan. Bombs been planted on the B side, and BHOP gonna have to try to retake B once more. A few rounds ago when they tried that, Sluggy was able to get the ace. Atomic watching tunnels from outside of the T entrance down Silas. Victorium does have the man advantage, but yeah, looks like BHOP will indeed fall back. The smoke was down at door, and they really didn't have any angles to play with. Whoa, Beaky and Brett, be careful, boys. You don't want to get collided on an exit here. Head into the final round of the half with BHOP Only up by 4. I'm not trying to curse them here. I just... This type of thing has been happening in Challenger League so much. Just when you think you're on the brink of putting another team out of the map, they just start fighting back. Isaac able to get the pick there. Long trade goes out. Atomic, though, able to down Brett on the B site. It's going to be up to Beaky to defend B here. He does get redemption onto Atomic. Eris able to take care of Drew at long as well. Victorium still with an opportunity here to get the bomb planted at the B site. Beaky on the peek in from doors. Lands the clean headshot on to Soul Goat. And again, it's just Sluggy remaining here. Catches Beaky checking car. And Beaky maybe looking in that direction for just a millisecond too long there. Not that I'm trying to criticize the young Brody Kelly. But it's Sluggy who finds the final 2 kills. So that might have been the X factor there when he took down Beaky. Victorium now trailing by just 3 rounds, certainly within striking distance now. And we really don't know how the second half is going to play out. BHOP, of course, the stronger team in this series, but Victorium finding their chemistry, and if they win the second half pistol round and start continuing to get confidence here, truly anything could happen. We'll be back in just a few minutes to see how this one plays out. Keep this tab open, folks. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Half 2 officially underway here on Dust2, and Victorium gonna have to fend off this B rush. Silas leading the way into the side. Headshot. Sluggy. Isaac fighting back from the front of car. Does drop 2. Drew backing him up to take down Brett as well. And BHOP has found themselves in a bit of a pickle here. Beaky fighting back from mid, actually. Finding a bit of a flank angle. Drops 1. Atomic stepping through the double doors. B headshots. Eris and Beaky now going to have to pull off a 1v2, but he's already been dinked from the back of the B platform. Drew going to finish him off with the USP, and just like that, Victorium trailing by just 2 rounds. BHOP, we'll see if they decide to go for the force buy or not here. Looks like it is just going to be a standard full save for BHOP. Definitely the safer and smarter decision. We've been seeing a lot of second round force buys in Challenger League lately, so I'm actually a bit relieved BHOP didn't go for it here. Atomic on the peak from double doors. Quickly going to take care of Silas. Solgo flexing those MP9 skills at mid, but he is actually quickly traded out. Atomic finding another scout pick at middle. I don't think Brody's going to be able to do too much with just a Glock here, but he is sitting on 23 frags at the moment, leading the server. BHOP does have enough money for a proper rifle buy, so it is going to be 4 AKs and a Galil here on the T side. And technically, BHOP has the weapon advantage this round, as there's only 2 silenced M4s there on the CT side. Contact about to be made here at long. BHOP looking to rush long, but the smokes in the utility are out. It's Soul Goat stepping through the smoke, not hesitating, dropping 2 with the MP9. Trades go out. Air's able to trade right back onto Sluggy. Victorium with the man advantage, and they've got great positioning to close out this round. This is a huge round for Victorium, rather, if they can close this out. Eris gonna spot Atomic at car. Eris very lucky to be alive there, as he's dinked down to just a single health point. Oh, Atomic partially through the smoke there long. Headshots Eris, which was almost unnecessary since Eris, of course, just a warning. Their Silas continuing to make his way up long. Does clear Isaac past Car, but Silas didn't have the info about Drew there, who was right by Goose. Silas was checking that flank at long. Got caught off guard, and we're officially tied up for, I believe, the first time this map at 9 rounds each. BHOP deciding to go for a semi-buy here with some upgraded pistols, 4 Tech 9s. Beaky gonna be full saving. BHOP deciding to rush the B-side. Atomic fully prepared, downs the first. Uncharacteristic miss on the second, but he won't miss again. Brody down. Brett gonna get finished right there in the center of the B site as well. And Victorium in the lead for the first time this map. BHOP is on full rifles. BHOP just needs to stay focused here and not let the scoreline or Victorium's comeback affect them. They just need to be in the moment right here, right now. What do you need to do? Well, they already tagged Drew early at mid down to 30, so that's a good start for BHOP. I do like that they're starting the round passively here. If you're BHOP, you don't want to make any sudden movements or early commits. Kind of just got to let things play out here for a moment. Too risky to do any full rushes. Too risky to be peeking mid too much. And that is definitely why they're avoiding mid at the moment. They have smoked out doors. One of those smokes at doors might have actually been a CT smoke as well. Less than a minute remaining here in the round. BHOP continuing to lurk up long A. Smokes are going out at cross, and Eris was vulnerable to her for a moment before that second smoke popped off. But BHOP has made their way past cross. A lot of Molotovs being thrown defensively onto the site. That's going to temporarily prevent the plant, but BHOP has control of the A site now. Beaky in spiral takes down Drew. Isaac able to get a very important trade there onto Beaky. That keeps things balanced at a 4-on-4. It's actually still... Well, no, Victorium will be going for this, as they should. It almost looked like they were slowing down there at mid. Isaac leading the retake here at the A site. Advancing to the platform. Cubby! It's him and Solgo fully clearing the side. Isaac able to get that final kill just past Goose by barrels. And he's got more than enough time for the defuse. Victorium now up by 2. And BHOP really needs to lock things down here. Again, they can't put too much pressure on themselves. We all know the situation. We all know what the scoreline was in the first half. But BHOP, the players themselves, need to just block that out. Definitely some psychological warfare at hand here. And it looks like a timeout has been called by Victorium, actually. They probably just want to make sure they're not going to give up an easy round that could lead to destroying their economy. But right now, Victorium actually has a good amount of cash to fall back on, regardless if they don't win this round or not. Just to keep you guys updated, I think EG Black and Mythic just got started right now. Or should be. I think they were getting their server situation settled there. But that's another great match to watch. My two favorite players actually playing tonight, Beaky and Cooper. So an exciting night here in the North American Challenger League. We all secretly know that NA is everyone's favorite division, not just for Challenger League, but all of CSGO. And it always has some juicy storylines. BHOP making their way towards long. It looks like it might be a 5 commit here towards long from the terrorist side. Swan trying to clear default from pit, but Victorium not giving him anything to work with. They're playing the A side very passively from Cat. They're now rotating back onto default as they realize BHOP is advancing up long. The smokes are out at cross. Drew spamming through that smoke, not able to do any damage at all. It's actually going to be Silas taking down Atomic through the smoke on site. Backs it up by headshotting Sluggy as well. Sogo going to have to make a huge play here at long. He does get one off the flank. Isaac trying to make something happen from Catwalk, and he lines up 2. Great AK control there from Isaac. Eris does get a very important trade there, and it's only Soulgoat remaining on Cat. It does appear that he is going for this. But time getting too low here. So Soulgoat just looking for exits, trying to save that A1S. And as the bomb officially detonates, BHOP slices the deficit to just 1 round. Victorium playing 2 in the B side early. Looks like Isaac is falling back towards outside side. He's going to be keeping an eye on mid from outside window. Over there on scaffolding. BHOP still with 2 players anchored in the B tunnel. They've got their other 3 players lurking towards mid, keeping an eye on the long push as well. Isaac hears and sees some action here at middle. Eris leading the way out long. Nice little flick there onto Solgo. That does bring the man advantage to BHOP, but Sluggy pushing down long does kill 1. Brett trading back +1, and the smoke's going out at cross again. BHOP in a prime position here to tie things up. They're gonna have to deal with Isaac, who's looking to make a sneaky play through this smoke. BHOP needs to be careful. You don't want to lose anyone unnecessarily, and they don't. Swan turning back just in time from car towards cross. Right on the hunt, eventually taking down Drew in B tunnels, and we are all tied up again. This time at 11 rounds each. Victorium gonna have to save here. Looks like it might be their first full save of the second half. No timeout taken. Swan keeping an eye on mid, and that spam shot just barely missed. Just a hair to the right there. But this should be a fairly straightforward round unless Atomic gets some crazy sneaky kill or multi-kill there from lower B. Contact about to be made at long. Victorium does have the 4-stack here at long. They've already lost 2. Silas able to drop 2 more. I don't think Atomic is going to survive too much longer. He doesn't. Biggie going to take him down through the murder alley. And BHOP back in the lead after what's been a scary second half for them. Victorium does have money for rifles. Atomic going to be on the AWP once more. Well-timed molly there from Sluggy at long. That puts to rest any chance of an early peek there or pick from BHOP at long. BHOP again is playing this 2B tunnel, 3 lurking outside long strat. It's actually become one of their defaults. BHOP continuing to let a bit of time off the clock here. It's unclear just how low they're going to let it run this round, but it does appear that they are advancing towards long now. But they're not quite around the corner yet. They're about to be. They are now. Sluggy is prepared. Atomic backing him up from Car. Eris comes around the corner with his back turn in order to avoid the flash, but Atomic taking full advantage of that. Sluggy able to drop Swan as well. He's been flashed in by a teammate, but Sluggy not able to find a second kill there. He tags Silas low, but he sets up Solgo to get a 2K. It's actually a bit strange that Sluggy didn't get at least one off that flashed repeak. And it's only Beaky remaining in mid. Beak thought he was safe from B tunnel. That's not going to be the case. We're tied up again. Swan, great pick. Mid connects on the spam this time. Isaac down, and I'm sure he's not too thrilled about that. So Victorium gonna have to essentially go this entire round 4v5, and BHOP on that 2-3 default again with 2 in B tunnel. Did not work out for them last round. We'll see if it works out for them here. Looks like BHOP wants to converge on mid. And Brett just nearly dodging an op shot at middle. Not intentionally, but Atomic shot a bit too low there at the Xbox. BHOP has rotated up onto Cat. Bit of a semi around the world strat here as they've regrouped on Cat. A lot of offensive utility being used here towards the A side. It's a full A commit from BHOP, but Sluggy making the peek from the A ramp does connect on the headshot. Brett down. Swan and Beaky fighting back. They do clear 2 off the site, but they got to deal with Solgo here at long. Atomic advancing towards Elevator, and Atomic somehow killing Beaky at Cat, even though he was so vulnerable there from Elevator. It's only Solgo remaining 1v2 situation. He's going to smoke the cross so that he can't get picked, or at least picked easily from the Cat plat, but he will kill Eris near the default boxes area of platform. 1v1 situation. Solgo versus Swan. Swan has the health advantage. Solgo, he's sticking the defuse. Pros don't fake. Swan, you need to peek. Swan did peek, but he's not able to connect on the op shot. And I'm sure Swan knew, of course, after the second or third, after 2 or 3 seconds there, that wasn't a fake, but he's not able to connect on the op spam. A rough break there for BHOP. They are going to be on full rifles again. And it's actually Victorium calling for a timeout here. It's not clear if Victorium knows that BHOP is so well equipped this round. Live play is resuming. BHOP sending 4 quickly towards the B tunnel. They've slowed down just a bit, and not because of this defensive Molotov. Actually slowed down before that. But BHOP now deciding to fall back. They do leave one. It's Beaky the All-Star lurking in the B tunnel, making his way down Spiral. And I think it was just that nade damage that was enough to send them back. They didn't want to force their way into the B site there. Soldo pushed up long, does a lot of damage, but he's not able to get a kill. Silas spamming him back through the door, registers the kill. Isaac able to take down Beaky in the mid-double doors. BHOP still looking to make a play here at long. And they've got a great chance of pulling things out. They do need to clear Carr. Atomic with a rare miss from Carr. And that's going to leave to Brett headshotting. And Brett still advancing up long. A perfect few shots through the smoke from Brett. Isaac down. Drew left in a 1v2 situation here on the CT spawn. Rebby brought it to a 1v1. Clean headshot on the Swan. Both players at near or full 100 HP, but it's Brett stepping in to the front of that smoke at cross and registering that final headshot needed for BHOP. And again, we find ourselves tied up. Victorium deciding to fully force up here, and I do think that could play right into the hands of BHOP. They do still have Atomic on and off, and this round is far from a guarantee for BHOP, but I don't know if a force buy from Victorium is the right move here. I think they did it primarily because they haven't done many force buys at all, at least this half. So I think they wanted to test their luck here defensively with a force buy, but if BHOP can just run their normal executions here at either side, I don't know if Victorium is going to be able to get the trades needed with this weapon setup. Looks like BHOP is regrouping towards A, so yeah, Atomic going to have to probably pick at least 2 here at long with that off. He's at Carr, so he's not going to have much time to make something happen. He's already getting a lot of pressure here from long. And even if Atomic does pick one there from Carr, it's going to be very difficult to get one off the repeat. He does get the initial stop. Eris down. Atomic on the light repeat, not able to find an angle, and Swan going to spam in through the Carr. Brett able to take down Sluggy at long as well. BHOP with the man advantage. This is a round they absolutely need. Brett and Beaky able to kill 2 more there by the CT ramp. It's only Drew remaining for Victorium. Drew rotating from Xbox, but it's just going to take 1 bullet from the Beakmaster to put him down there near the cat ledge. BHOP back in the lead in relatively dramatic fashion there. Victorium not pulling off the force buy, and this is kind of the scenario I thought might happen to them due to this force buy. They are, of course, low on funds now, and it looks like BHOP is in a prime position to take this to a map point scenario. Brett guarding the tunnels down 4. Huge play from Brett. Love the AK control. Atomic trying Trying to get at least one kill for Victorium this round, but it's unlikely. Pretty impressive 4K there from Brett, despite that being an eco from Victorium. Considering the situation we're in, towards the end of regulation here, it doesn't matter whether it's an eco or not, you need to cleanly execute. BHOP could not afford to let an eco round get close like that at all, and they don't. BHOP doesn't lose a single player that round, and they have indeed brought this to a map point situation on Victorium's map pick. And Victorium not calling for a timeout here. And I don't think BHOP has called for a timeout the entire game. Silas trying to stop Atomic from going into Big Pit, but now that Atomic's location is known, he's certainly not safe, but it is a 3-stack here long. They've got a 4th rotating in from the side. Silas able to take down Atomic partially through that smoke. Solgo does get Eris down in response, but it's Beaky partially blind trading back for 2. And that 2K from Beaky could have been the game-changing, game-ending play here if BHOP does close out this round. Isaac and Drew each do still have an A1S in hand here from Victorium. Silas trying to throw us off, make the audience a bit dizzy or something there with all this B-hopping. I know you're on B-hop, brother, but let's calm down a little bit. Smokes down offensively at cross. Swan able to pick off Drew near Goose, and Brett not taking any chances, spams Isaac through the smoke. I'm not even sure if he got a glimpse of his silhouette at all there, but great play from Brett to finish off the map in BHOP's favor. They avoid OT, and any further comeback from Victorium there